Hey, 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 how are you? Good morning, happy Friday, all the things. Okay, a couple of things. I tried a different foundation. I love it. I did this fancy cut crease that I'm going to show you how to do. I love it. And you're going to have to wait, but this eyeliner is fire. And I forgot that I had it, forgot that I loved it. Picked it up because I don't even know. I'm like, what is this? And it was amazing, but do you see the foundation? How it looks like a filter. You guys, this is no filter. This is like just the foundation. I used I used a blush, and that was it. I have no contour, no anything, no powder, just this amazing foundation. Okay, so I have a new bundle for you, and here's why. Today is the last day that you can get this for $10 with a $100 order. So I want you to get that, right? But I also want you to get the most product for your money, right? So here's what I want you to do to get the $100, right? There's a bundle right now. It was the May bundle, and it has a limited edition lipstick and liquid eyeshadow. Those are not the colors. They're more pink. If you're interested, just comment picture, and I'll send you the picture of the two limited edition color. They are gorgeous. You get a lip conditioner, which I use every single day. You guys know this. It is my favorite. I have one here, one at work, one in my purse. I have them everywhere because I love it. Okay. You get a brown ink liner. Not using it today, but you get it. You get this amazing blush, which I am going to use today. It's all I have on today with my foundation. You get the mascara that I've been using, and you get, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 items. You get that. And then what you need to do is add $10.10 of anything else, and then you can get this palette for $10. It's like $9.90, less than $10. So I'm super excited because it's over $30 usually, and you can get it for $10, which is kind of huge. Okay, I'm going to show you the look with it. But if you don't have a foundation, I want to get you color match for this. I honestly don't sell a lot of this because I don't use it a lot. You usually see me using the CC cream, the BB cream, the Stay Matte. They have a lot of amazing foundations. And then I put this on this morning, and I'm like, holy hell, why don't I use this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I was getting ready to say, if this is out, I'm going to die. But it's not out. Okay. It's not out. I do need to get another one. Oh, it's like not coming out too well, but it's fine. Okay. Let's keep it out of my gray hair here. And then I just used a kabuki brush and buffed it in everywhere. Look how it immediately just covered that dark eyelid. I don't know why my eyelids are so dark. Do you guys have dark eyelids? And, okay, I just remembered why I have not been using this foundation. I didn't have a right color. You love this foundation. I just didn't have a right color through the winter. It was too light. I need red undertones. They don't have a lot of red undertones in this foundation. But this color is my summer color. And so if I just blend it down on my neck where it's real light under here, down here, it's the kind of the same color. But you guys, look at that coverage. I need to use this far more, okay? I need to use it far more. But again, I didn't have the right color. But you can see how the coverage, I didn't use that much because it wasn't even hard. I think it's getting low, and so I need to order another one, but I just kind of pumped it out, and it was amazing. Okay, so I'm going to do some concealer because we're going to use that for the cut crease anyway. I didn't add this to the bundle, but surely you have some concealer, or if you don't, this is $10, okay? I just really like it because I can not look dead, and I look more awake, and I just really like that, okay? And I do love this concealer blending brush. I have never done really concealer with a brush that didn't just take it off. You know what I mean? Like it like pushes it around and slides it and does all the things. This actually does not. And it leaves it still a fuller coverage because sometimes I feel like a brush, it just takes it away, right? I don't know. But this brush just does not, and it just like blends it really easy, and it's really soft. Like I'm not pushing hard on my face at all. And the brush I think was like $5.90, $6.90. I don't know. It's not that much. Maybe, I don't know how much it is. I might be lying altogether. I did write it down on my mail trash here. $8.90, sorry. Still though, under 10 bucks. And it's the one that I used with the primer too. So then to just kind of blend it all together, I just go around the edge with my kabuki brush just to kind of blend it and make sure that it's all good and meshified together. Okay, so this is the blush that comes in the bundle that I want you to grab. I think they may have called it the Mother's Day bundle. I don't know why, because it's more of like a May bundle. I feel like it is a summer bundle. I am going to put it on a little bit heavier. Okay, so one, this has a shimmer. Do you see this? It has a shimmer to it. It's called Pink Lily, and I love it. I'm going to put it a little heavier up here just because I'm not doing the contouring, right? We're just doing foundation and blush. So maybe a little bit where you would contour just to give yourself a little color. But you see how it's not that full contour look, but you still added some color to your foundation and you have that little bit of highlight. It's not crazy. I absolutely love it. Okay, so there's that. I forgot I was going to do my brow before I came on here, but I forgot. So we did talk about brows this week and brow placement. So if you missed that day, you definitely need to go back. And if you guys ever miss anything, just know that a lot of times I condense the videos and put them on YouTube. Sometimes they're not condensed if I feel like I didn't get super chatty. But if I got super chatty, I do try to condense it, or I sometimes cut them apart to focus on certain things. So you can always go to my YouTube channel, which if you go to my page on any of my social media sites, there will always be the link tree there that has every social site that I'm on, and you can find my YouTube there. So they're all there and labeled nicely so that you're not searching through Facebook for days. And the really great thing is if you buy anything, I can always refer you to the video, and you have a video of how to do it, right? Okay, so I'm going to do my brow real quick. Super simple, super easy, but makes a dramatic difference. Okay, right there. Good enough. I'm just not about perfection today with this because this eye look did take me a minute, and I'm going to try to do it a whole lot quicker today for you because you guys, it's so pretty, and it was not super difficult, okay? So the colors that I'm going to use. Okay, so for a cut crease, I like to start with a couple matte colors and then go in with the shimmer for the lid, right? So I chose this color right here for the that dark color right in that transition area. I blended it out with that one, and then I actually went in with the pink, and then I did do a little bit of maybe that one in the inner corner, okay? So to start with, I just took a really small brush. Let's wipe that off because I don't, oh, I think it has my liner. It has my liner on it. It's fine though. Okay, so I just took it, and I'm not going to be afraid to really press in this because I do want this color darker in this crease. And I'm going to bring it from out and just into the crease, okay? So I think I just did the wrong color. It's fine. It's fine. This is the color we're using right here, the Struggle. I'm kind of on the Struggle right now because I just used the wrong color, but no one will know. Okay, so see how that one's darker for sure. Okay, so what I did was really pressed it in, and I just kept going until it was as dark as what I wanted it, okay? Because I'm going to blend it out. So it's gonna lighten up, but I still wanted it really dark in this whole area. And then I even at the end went in with a different type of brush, I'll show you, to really get that defined line. I'll have to post a picture in the comments of the Pinterest picture that inspired me because I am ridiculous. So if you're not getting this color perfect, see how it's definitely not getting perfect, right? It doesn't matter because we're going to blend it all out, okay? So then take a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to put it in the Bliss. So we got Struggle and Bliss, and we're going to blend it all up, okay? So this is the Bliss. And see how that one, it goes not all the way to the brow, but it goes up, right? It's on the brow bone for sure. because I'm going to take a lot of the product down here away for that lighter color, for the lid color. So just blend it around. Again, this doesn't even have to be super perfect. Don't worry about it being completely symmetrical and completely even, because mine's not. See how it's a little higher, closer to the brow there, down. It's okay. You'll survive it, I promise. And then just kind of keep swirling it until it's blended like you want it, okay? And then you got to take your concealer. You could probably do this with eye primer as well. And the eye primer actually might make that lid color a lot bolder. I did use concealer, but I did take a Q-tip and some micellar water, okay, and clean off the lid because I wanted that pink to really show through. And see how it's just taking that makeup off? You can see it on my Q-tip. I didn't have a ton, but I went all the way across, got down by my lashes. You see how it's up higher there on this one? I didn't do that outer darker color. Doesn't have to be all gone, but I take the dry in. But you want it pretty clean, and you definitely want it dry for any powder. Okay. And then see how this comes up? We're just gonna do that with concealer. So you don't have to get it perfect to start with, okay? Because you are gonna use your concealer to put it on there and then kind of create the area that you want that lighter color, right? So I just put it on the lid. I try not to get up too high because I can do that with my brush if I get it on well enough down here. And I actually did come back in with a little bit more concealer on the brush to do the outside, but just kind of start here and then I just kind of press it in. Maybe not so much like swiping it because I don't want it to get, I don't want it to look lighter. I want this to stay really bright so that when you put that color on it, if I get it in my lashes, I kind of have to brush it. And I usually do get it in my lashes because I'm kind of a hot mess and it's fine. Okay, so see how we're coming out here? We're coming out past it, okay? But there's where that lid color is gonna go and it's gonna be really bold and really great, okay? So now, what I did was just take my brush and on the end, just put the concealer on the brush. Oh, let me get my mirror. And then kind of, because I kind of want the same here. Okay. And then just kind of blend it in. Whatever's left on the brush, just put it on the lid. It'll be fine. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. I may have gotten too much. It's fine though. So I'm gonna wipe my brush off. If you get too much, just wipe the brush off. It's gonna be okay. And then to get that a little not so thick, I'm just gonna pat it. Okay, so just kind of blend it over. So the picture that I had, she has like a wing and it is so pretty. And I'm probably not doing it justice, but it's gonna be fine. I want that a little bit more rounded. Okay, so you see how I'm getting it there, right? So then just bring your concealer down. And you can see where it's a little lighter there. Just take your foundation brush, no more foundation, but just kind of blend it in. So you see how you don't really now tell that you have that concealer there. It just kind of all blends together. And then you can kind of create the sharpness that you want right there, okay? So then I just took a flat brush. This one's a little fluffy, but it worked. And then went in with the pink. This one's Passion. So I have Struggle, Bliss, and Passion. And put it right on top of that concealer. You guys, don't overcomplicate this. It's amazing and it's easy, okay? So then come out where I usually only do the lid, okay? It's coming together and I'm doing it quicker than the other eye. The other eye was kind of a disaster because I didn't know what I was doing, which is why I do one eye before I come on here, so that then maybe I can teach you in a way without having you mess it up and then have to continue doing it, okay? So you see how this one is more defined and this one is, well, this one really does look pretty good. But what I did was just took a narrow brush, okay, like a brow brush, a liner brush, whatever you want to call it. And in my struggle, okay, I came and went along the edge. So I'm not going to really blend this part. I'm just trying to make that crease just a little bit darker. Okay. And I went all the way in on this other eye. This eye is always harder for me because it is saggier. It's like that one bulb that is like saggier than the other. Yeah, that's my eye. So this one, the crease, like I have to bring it up higher, so then it's just weird. But you see how I'm creating that deeper set there with just a tiny brush? But I'm still trying to not make it too difficult. Okay. But you see how? It's kind of similar-ish, right? Similar-ish? Close enough. No one can look at both eyes at the same time. Not the exact same time, right? You look at one and then the other, so it's close enough, it's fine. Here's the product, though, that, let me do my inner corner real quick. The product that I kind of forgot I had, I've lost my brushes. That is definitely not it. I don't know, it'll have to work. I'm going to do this light color right here. Is the eyeliner. It's like a gel. I don't even know. It's Kajal, maybe? I think is what it's called. I don't know. I could totally be pronouncing that wrong. I'm not really certain. My brush with the pink. Okay. And then the brush with that darker color that I first just used to pack it in. I didn't put any more product on here. We're just putting a little bit of color. But you guys. Okay, so this liner. Don't be scared of this. I would never have bought this because I would have been too scared. But it actually came in the kit that I bought when I first joined. And it's this gel liner. And the picture, okay, so I really wanted to use the brown liner from the bundle that I want you to get. But it just wasn't dark enough. It's more for those subtle looks like I did earlier this week. But so I needed something darker, right? So, where is my liner brush? Okay, so I just took another type liner brush. I wanted a really thin one. And then, you guys, this is so much easier than what I ever thought it was going to be. Whenever you can see that I used to use it a lot. Like it is maybe halfway gone. Okay, so I just kind of press it in. Don't dig at it because then it'll end up clumpy on your brush. But just poke it. So if you wanted the bundle, you already have your foundation. You don't need to grab a foundation. Grab this and play with it because it is a lot of fun. And I really, really, really like it, okay? So I always kind of start in the middle and then come over just in case I've gotten too much on the brush. My eyelashes over here are doing something crazy, but this liner is super dark. And I feel like you could probably YouTube and get someone who does it way better than me. But I appreciate you for watching me instead than the person that is way better. Okay, so see where it's getting darker there? I'm always kind of nervous with it at first. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's not so scary. So I'm putting this on heavier and darker. I don't really feel that it's heavier. I feel like I have a Shirley Temple curl here on this side that needs to be like separated. I'm not really certain what's happening. I got some new Curlsmith products to try. I got an oil and I got a aqua gel or something like that. Okay, so do you see how amazing this is? How I look like one of those fancy girls. This stuff makes me feel fancy, and it's really easy for a wing because you already have the brush right here. So then all I have to do is kind of press the brush and see how it kind of creates that wing all nice and perfect. But make sure your brush is really thin to do the wing, for sure. I have a piece on there that I'm really nervous of. This thing, I probably need to order a new one. I actually ordered a new eye primer the other day. I still have eye primer, but it's like a year old. And I left it open for 24 hours. Whoops. But this one I've had for over a year too. Okay, so I'm going to try to do the bottom. I don't think that this is really waterproof, but I have never had an issue with it really running. And I am a crier, so there's that for you. Okay, I'm gonna try to perfect my wing. This is when I should probably just leave it alone. And I'm like, no, just a little bit more, it'll be fine. And that's when I end up looking like a raccoon, so enjoy. Do you guys have plans for the weekend? Okay, so then, my other one always looks so much better. It's this one saggy eye. And I always try to do this eye for you so that you can see it better, so that my hand's not in front of the other one since I'm right-handed. But do you see that? It looks pretty fancy, right? And I'm not even fancy. And they look similar-ish, which is the goal. I did take my black liner. I went ahead and tightlined the top. I probably should have put lashes on with this look, but I'm just doing the double lash extend mascara like I have been all week. Holy cow. But it actually, the mascara did look pretty good, I thought. I did an okay job. Okay, this curl is gonna drive me insane. What is happening here? Like, get away from each other. It's fine. Oh my gosh. This is not getting better. I probably should have just left it alone. But it's fine. Oh gosh, you guys. Okay, I'm just kind of squeezing that lash just a little bit just to curl it. And then the double lash extend is the one that has the two different applications. This one's the volume side. The brush is more wet, has more product on it. And it really just gives you lots of volume. And then the other side is the length that really separates. And I think I've been doing it this way because this is the way the box says. And I think, well, they've probably practiced. They probably know what they're talking about. But I think they don't. I think I like the length better. Because then it really separates all the lashes instead of putting them all together. Like, I feel like if I do the length first, it really separates them. And then I can put the volume on there. And I feel like I don't have to separate them as much manually. I don't know. Do you guys have problems with your lashes, or this is just me being the pain that I am? I'm telling you, I saw a meme the other day. I know I'm a handful. That's why you have two hands. My husband can relate to that, I am certain. The other day, I was outside mowing the yard. Not aware really anyone was watching me because, you know, you're in your own little world. I'm rocking out with my headphones, doing all the things. And I went to take a drink, but apparently I had left it set there on the mower for way too long. And there was like grass all in it, dirt all in it. Like when I put my mouth on the straw, it was like covered in like dirty grass. I thought I was gonna die. I was like choking and gagging. And later on that day, my husband said, you know, babe, I sometimes wonder if all of your theatrics and drama is just for like the audience or what. He said, but seeing you mow the yard in a part of the yard where I'm certain you did not think anybody was watching, and seeing you nearly die over whatever was in your drink made me believe that that is really who you are. I'm like, yes, that is how God made me. I don't choose that. I don't choose the drama chooses me. Guys, my lashes. Okay, it's gonna have to be good enough. It's good enough, right? And then in your bundle, you will get the lip gloss, but it will be a different color than this. It's a little more pink. Here's the thing is I have everything in it except those 2 limited edition colors. And I didn't order it. I have now. But I didn't order it because I thought, well, I don't want to get it and then it sell out right away. And then me be stuck with some limited edition products that are freaking fantastic that you can't get, right? Because I have a whole lot of other products that are fantastic that I can show you and you can get, right? Because I just know someone today is going to say, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. Where did you get them? And I almost didn't wear them because of that very reason. Because I got them at Ross like 5 years ago. And I just know someone is going to be like, hey, where'd you get those? And I'm just going to be like, yeah, they're like 5 years old. No, I got them at maybe Gordon's or TJ Maxx, or I don't even know where I got them. They are so old. But that's why I didn't order the bundle, because I just felt like I was going to have this lip gloss and this eyeshadow that was going to be so perfect and so amazing. Then someone's going to be like, oh, where did you get that? Can I get that? And I'm going to be like, no. So I didn't order it because then I'd be tempted to use it because it'd be amazing. And then, you know, story of my life, okay? Story of my life. But this is it. The finished look. I love it. What do you think of the cut crease? Do you think you could do it? I feel like it's not too complicated, especially if you get out whatever eyeshadow you have. Pick like a darker matte, a lighter matte to blend it with, and then some kind of shimmer, and then rewatch the video. Fast forward to the eyes, and then do part, pause it, do part. That's what I used to do on YouTube all the time. I still actually do that, just to learn new things. But I think that you could do it, even just with whatever shadows you have at home. Super simple, super easy. I hope you have an amazing Friday. An amazing weekend. I think it's supposed to rain all weekend here, which I'm not excited about, but it will be fine. But I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you guys later.